in a continuing effort to bring you folks content on what it's like in the life of a rideshare driver, make no mistake about it, make a sincere effort to try to bring content that is not only entertaining, but I'm trying to bring you guys some good news. Nevertheless, today is not one of those days. What up, folks? Once again, it is your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. This is simply a follow-up. We did a story a couple days ago about an Uber driver, Daniel Piedra Garcia. He was the driver in El Paso, Texas, when out of nowhere, the passenger, one Phoebe Copas, a 48-year-old woman, thought he was taking her ass into Mexico, and she actually shot the guy. Now, where we left it off, he was in the hospital dealing with a bullet wound. Well, the story has not taken a turn for the better. Now, at this time, Phoebe Copas, whatever the hell her name is, she is being held on aggravated assault with a firearm or whatever the case may be. But the family of the driver is stating that they're being the subject of rumors online and saying all kinds of shit about their family member. For instance, this is coming from the niece of the driver. He's not a criminal or a kidnapper like people are streaming on the internet. It's so easy to go make your assumptions and just make up scenarios, but that's not who he is. He's a hardworking man. He's the sole provider for Leo and my aunt. And that came from the niece. So this is not just a Uber driver. He's doing it full time. And this is the only source of income for himself and two other individuals, as you hear the niece is stating. And in my personal comments, in my video, folks suggested that maybe there was a language barrier. Well, according to the niece, this Uber driver also spoke English. So she also stated, my uncle spoke English, so there was no language barrier here. So as I stated in the video, the bitch sounded like she just flipped out. Literally just sounded like she flipped out, which is also why I strongly advise having some de-escalation skills, some verbal judo to understand how you need to sometimes talk down passengers, talk down idiots, folks that are drunk, high, in this case, maybe even mentally ill. This broad was carrying a gun in his shit though, so that makes it even worse. You got somebody in your car flipping out and shit, and they are armed, which is why I tell folks, what do I say in every video? Keep defensive tools on you. Mace, something to slice or poke with, and including a firearm if you're comfortable taking it up to that level. I don't know if that would have helped this driver or not, because we don't have the details on how the conflict escalated or not. Did she just simply flip out, or was she constantly being argumentative and this driver maybe was arguing back with her, or whatever the case may be? Point is, do not argue with your passengers. You just do not know what these crazy folks are capable of. You got someone behind you or even beside you while you're trying to operate a motor vehicle. You are tactically disadvantaged when you're trying to pay attention to the road, and that individual has nothing but the ability to pay attention to your ass. So don't argue with passengers. Last but not least, as stated, this story has taken a turn for the worse. The family is stating that this driver, Daniel Piedra Garcia, is brain dead. So even though Phoebe Copas, the one that shot him, the passenger, she's being currently held on aggravated, assault with a firearm, it's likely to end up morphing into a murder charge. It really is, because if he's brain dead, I haven't heard of many folks coming from being listed as brain dead to somehow walking out of the damn hospital. That just does not happen. And even in the article, it states the family is praying for a miracle. But yeah, if you're laying there and you have no brain wave, no brain activity, it's over with. It's just whenever you want the medical staff to take off the machinery, this person is not going to make it. I mean, at that point, they're having conversations about donating organs. I'm fairly certain that if they have not had that conversation with this family, it's probably something that's going to be coming up soon. This is a sad story, folks. It really is. But As always, I want to keep you guys abreast of what's going on and certainly update any stories about drivers that I've posted in the recent past. And this is one of those stories where this driver was originally wounded, and now it looks like this driver will ultimately succumb to that wound. Stay safe out there, folks. As always, subscribe to the channel, and shit, do not argue with passengers. See you in the next video.